When I grow up, all I want to do is become TikTok famous. Reality check, it's already here. Oh my gosh! I'm so excited because I actually grew over the last 28 days by 44,000 followers. And while I'm not necessarily a celebrity or, a Charlie D'Amelio by any standards, I'm pretty pleased with my growth as I now surpass very quickly over the next few days 100,000 followers on TikTok. The crazy part is I've realized that this is possible for absolutely anyone. I'm a mom of 3 from Minnesota. Our lives are cool, but nothing amazing. I'm not a celebrity, not friends with any celebrities, don't have a rich dad. So if it can happen for me, it can absolutely happen for you. Let's cue that intro and we're gonna dive on into how to become famous on TikTok. Okay guys, so if you are wanting to check to verify to make sure I'm not a liar or a scammer, here is my TikTok channel. I am in fact verified. I have been verified for several months, which is very, very exciting. And that most likely was easy to happen because I'm also verified on Instagram. My personal profile on Facebook is verified. So once you have one verification, it's a lot easier to get more. I'm really excited because I love TikTok. I think it's incredible and I'm stoked to share with you some of the ways that you can actually become famous on TikTok really fast. So the very first thing is the frequency with which you post. This is hugely important. Hugely, is that a word? Vaguely? But the thing is, a lot of people are gonna say that you only wanna post once or twice a day, but I've discovered that when I post 3, 4, 5, even 6 or 7 times a day, I'm getting the best results. And I learned that from watching some people with bigger followings. They all post 3 to 7 times per day. So if you space out your posts several hours at a time, you're gonna increase your chances, especially with good content, of being discovered and growing your following. The second thing that I really discovered was knowing who my audience was, and this will be huge for you. Who do you want to serve? Who's going to find you funny or interesting, or who is going to best benefit from your content? Is it moms? Is it other teenagers? Is it a specific kind of person like a skater or an e-boy? Like, who is it that's going to benefit most from what you're putting out there, and who's going to love it? That's how I strategically select my hashtags, and hashtags are huge. I recommend using as many hashtags as you can in the character limit of the captions on TikTok. But I also use a little bit of a caption because TikTok actually heavily weighs the text in your caption as well as the hashtags you're using. But there's one thing that I do very differently, and this is what I recommend for you as well if you want to be TikTok famous in 2020. What you need to do is you need to pick niched down hashtags. That means hashtags that not a lot of people are using. What I did with this is basically I see it as like you build your way up. So if you start with, 5 to 10 hashtags that are the smaller niche down ones, you may want to use 1 or 2 that are medium size. As your exposure grows, you can start to work into bigger hashtags, but the hashtags that are the most popular, like FYP and For You page, are not actually going to do much for you if you haven't first built an audience or done well in the smaller hashtags first. That's what I found pretty much across the board. Before we dive in, this is not going to be sexy, but this is super important for you to know. TikTok is all about consistency. It is absolutely 100% about consistency. If you're going to post straight for a week and then disappear for a month, don't expect your account to grow. TikTok's gonna say, hey, listen, we can't trust you to consistently put out content. Why would we reward you in the algorithm? So before you dive in, make sure you're ready to be consistent. Don't do 7 videos one day and then no videos for 2 weeks, because that's gonna say to TikTok, this person isn't a regular creator, they don't value this platform. The next thing that I recommend is engaging with other people. I actually really love scrolling my For You page and finding videos that I think are hilarious and commenting and leaving a funny comment and seeing how that has grown my following. I've actually been one of the early comments on videos that have gone really viral and gotten thousands and thousands of likes, which of course does turn into followers. It's not a perfect conversion, but I highly recommend this if you want to grow your following and become famous on TikTok fast. I actually recorded a video all about the TikTok algorithm, so I will link to that beneath this video in the bio because it's an important part of this process in order for you to understand what metrics you should be seeking. You can't just randomly create a video and hope that you're gonna get results. You have to have a plan in place. Very few people have made it by being lucky. Now, this is a tough pill to swallow. I'm not gonna lie, this one is really hard for me. But original content only works if you consistently put out content that others think is funny. And that's really hard for a lot of people to hear. If people aren't commenting and liking and laughing and sharing your content, your original content, it's just not going to perform. It's going to completely bomb. So until you start to discover your style and how to make sure that your content is resonating with your audience, I really, really, really recommend that you start with trends and challenges.
It all started when my mom met my dad, and they fell in love, and they had me. Hi, I'm Ryan, and my life, it's kind of crazy.
Trends and challenges have literally brought me millions of views on several videos. I recommend scrolling the For You page and finding trends and challenges that you can use, and then putting your own take on it, releasing that trend or challenge, and doing several more of the trends and challenges between original content pieces. In fact, you actually don't need to create any original content pieces if you don't want. For me, the toughest pill to swallow about that is that I realize people just don't think I'm as funny as I do. I think I'm hilarious. Which TikTok agreed. So as your following continues to grow through consistency, through using the right hashtags, through putting out content that is not necessarily original, one of the things that you'll start to discover is you'll get followers, and when you see someone with a larger following either than you or than what you used to have, you're gonna wanna start to connect with these people, maybe follow them, go engage on a bunch of their videos, because building relationships on TikTok is a huge part of growing. For example, right now, as I'm on my right about to cross 100,000 followers, I've discovered that a lot of verified accounts are starting to follow me and engage with my content. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start really connecting with them because we can collab on videos, and then it becomes this really cool thing. Like, for example, have you ever watched a TV show, maybe like Grey's Anatomy, and suddenly they bring in a cast from another show? I know there was one episode where they brought in the sisters from Charmed.
We're sisters.
And there was another episode where they brought in people from that firefighter show. What's amazing about that is it is a cross-pollination of audiences, and it is not something that detracts. It is a multiplier. It is so powerful. You want to collab as soon as humanly possible because it will be so beneficial for your following. It'll help you to go famous even faster. I am committing to creating a ton of content on TikTok. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it, and give this a thumbs up and comment below. Let me know, what is your handle on TikTok and what did you learn in this episode? So I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, and by the way, I put together several awesome resources for you if you want to grow your TikTok following and become TikTok famous this year. You can check those out in the bio beneath this video. Go ahead and grab those and be sure to subscribe to